Welcome back, Barca fans. Today we dive deep into the latest big stories shaking up FC Barcelona and the football world. Robert Lewandowski has ruled out a January exit but could leave Barcelona at the end of the season as a free agent. Meanwhile, AC Milan are reportedly interested in the Polish striker's future, but a mid-season move is off the table. Barcelona are also hot on Dusan Vlahovic, who is leaning towards a Camp Nou move despite interest from other European giants. Plus, get the inside scoop on Barcelona's long-awaited return to their renovated Camp Nou stadium this November. And we cover Ten Hag's openness to managing Wolves as they seek to escape Premier League troubles. Stay tuned for all the latest Barca transfer buzz, club news and football updates. Barcelona veteran rule out January exit. Could part ways at the end of the season, Romano. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has poured cold water on recent speculation linking Robert Lewandowski with a surprise Barcelona exit in the January transfer window. According to the Italian journalist, the Polish striker remains fully committed to the club and has no plans to move midway through the season. Romano has made it clear that the forward's mindset is focused solely on helping Barcelona complete the campaign. Despite recent rumors, Lewandowski will not leave the club in January, as his desire and focus is on completing the season at Barca, he revealed. Can't say the same at the end of the season. However, the situation could change in the long term. Romano has hinted that there are concrete high chances of Lewandowski parting ways with Barcelona in summer 2026, potentially as a free agent. This would coincide with the natural expiry of his current contract, which runs until the end of that season. For now, there has been no real progress regarding a renewal. Although Lewandowski has expressed his wish to continue, Barcelona are reportedly already planning for life beyond the veteran striker. Club officials are believed to be evaluating the next phase of their attacking project, as they look to inject youth and long-term stability into Hansi Flick's squad. AC Milan are interested. Meanwhile, in Italy, AC Milan have emerged as one of the most serious admirers of the Polish international. The Rossoneri are said to be fascinated by the idea of bringing in Lewandowski, but for the moment, the operation appears unrealistic. With Barcelona unable to bring in a replacement in January, a winter departure is off the table. Even so, Milan's leadership has already taken the first step. They have reportedly met with Lewandowski's agent, Pini Zahavi, to explore future possibilities. Their long-term plan is to replicate the success they have had with Luka Modric, another veteran who continues to perform at an elite level. Wolverhampton Wanderers have spoken to representatives of Ten Hag regarding their vacant managerial role, and his stance on the position has now been made clear. After 10 games in the Premier League this season, Wolves have acquired 2 points from an available 30. Without a win in those matches, Vitor Pereira was sacked following a 3-0 loss to Fulham, despite the Portuguese having signed a new contract just weeks earlier. Wolves will, no doubt, hope to make a swift appointment to replace Pereira. The Old Gold have an interim manager in place for their game against Chelsea in the shape of James Collins, as they consider a wide range of options who could succeed Pereira. Middlesbrough head coach Rob Edwards appears to be the top target for Wolves, even though Borough are reluctant to let Edwards, who only joined in the summer, depart for Molineux, where he has spent time as both a coach and player. According to Football Insider, however, the club are seemingly interested in bringing one particular manager back to the Premier League. Ten Hag open to Wolves' role. Recent reports have indicated that not only have Wolves spoken with Ten Hag's representatives, but that the Dutchman would be interested in speaking to Wolves about the job. No stranger to the Premier League, Ten Hag moved from Ajax to Manchester United in 2022. Across the following 2 years he won an EFL Cup and FA Cup, but struggled to enjoy much consistent success in both domestic and European football. Sacked in 2024, Ten Hag spent almost a year without a job until being hired by Bayer Leverkusen to replace Xabi Alonso in the summer of 2025. After taking charge of just 3 matches for the German side, however, Ten Hag was sacked and remains a free agent. Though recent seasons have not been the kindest for Ten Hag, he remains a well-thought-of coach. Thierry Henry, as per Manchester Evening News, has spoken positively of the Dutchman in the past. I will be honest, I am a big fan of Ten Hag and I like him very much. He is the coach I recommended to club president Joan Laporta after Koeman got sacked at Barca. He is a genius. The next Wolves manager must have a quick start at Molineux, due to the club's current predicament in the league. As somebody who is firmly in the running, Ten Hag would certainly be a bold appointment, given the misfortunes he suffered both at the end of his tenure at Man United and with Leverkusen. One of the best men in football considered by Wolves. Barcelona best placed to land 7G per a Serie A forward as player favors transfer. Fresh reports from Enrique Canellas have revealed a major development in Barcelona's interest in Dusan Vlahovic, with the Catalan giants now believed to be in the best position to sign the Juventus striker. Vlahovic, who has been on the radar of several top European clubs, is reportedly drawing attention from teams capable of presenting superior financial offers. However, despite those temptations, the Serbian forward is said to prioritize a move to Barcelona, should he decide not to extend his stay in Turin. Canellas explains that several European heavyweights with bigger financial muscle are chasing Vlahovic, who has scored 6 goals and 1 assist so far this season. Despite that, the forward prefers a move to Barcelona in case he does not renew his contract with Juventus. Not a new interest. In recent years, Barcelona have maintained close contact with Vlahovic's camp. His representatives have held multiple discussions with club officials, initially with Matu Alemany, and more recently with Deco. These negotiations have reportedly resulted in a verbal agreement, including a proposed salary that would be lower than his current Juventus wage. Sources close to the matter suggest that Vlahovic has always seen Barcelona as his ideal next destination, should he part ways with the Italian club. Meanwhile, the situation in Turin has shifted considerably. Juventus initially appeared open to selling Vlahovic, even considering an early departure during the winter window to avoid losing him for free. However, the arrival of Luciano Spalletti has changed the dynamics, with the new manager requesting the club to renew the striker's contract. Everything is uncertain. Interestingly, Juventus could still consider negotiations with Barcelona if renewal talks collapse. Juventus, the buying canary, have shown interest in Barcelona players Ferran Torres and Ronald Araujo, which could lead to a possible swap deal in the future. However, this kind of deal doesn't seem likely to happen anytime soon. As Robert Lewandowski's time at Barcelona nears its end, the club is already planning ahead to find a long-term replacement for their number 9. Dusan Vlahovic fits perfectly due to his strong physical presence, his age and his proven ability to score goals. On another exciting note, Barcelona has finally set a date to return to their famous home stadium, Camp Nou, after over 2 years of playing away. The club plans to host Athletic Bilbao on November 22 for the first official match at the renovated stadium. Joan Centelles, the project manager in charge of the stadium renovations, shared that once they get the necessary license, they will open the new lateral stand. This will increase the stadium's capacity to about the size of the Olympic Stadium, making it a great moment for Barcelona to start playing all their home games there again. Barcelona president Joan Laporta struck a more cautious tone when asked about Centelles' comments, noting that while the club is eager to come home, it depends on final approvals. If we get the 1B license next week and if there are no unforeseen issues, we will return as soon as possible, Laporta said. A symbolic comeback for the fans. Earlier this week, more than 20,000 supporters filled the partially renovated stands of Camp Nou for a historic open training session, the first time fans had been inside since May 2023. Construction cranes still dotted the skyline, and parts of the upper tiers remained unfinished, but the atmosphere was electric. I am very happy because the process has taken almost 15 years, since 2010 when I finished my first presidential term, he said. We needed to get the plans off the drawing board and into reality to make this dream come true, Laporta said. Step by step toward full capacity. While the November return would mark a major milestone, construction will continue well into next year. Centelles confirmed that the goal is to reach a 62,000 seat capacity before the end of 2025, even as work on the third tier continues. For the club, the reopening represents far more than just a move back home. Laporta has repeatedly described the Espai Barça project as vital for the institution's sporting, economic and financial future. Thanks for watching, Barca fans. Robert Lewandowski's commitment to finishing the season at Barcelona gives the club some stability, but the summer of 2026 could bring major changes up front. Meanwhile, Barcelona's pursuit of Dusan Vlahovic signals a bold new era as they plan for life beyond their veteran striker. The return to Camp Nou is a historic moment, promising a bright future for the club and its supporters. And don't forget to keep an eye on the managerial merry-go-round. Ten Hag could be making a surprise return to the Premier League with Wolves. If you enjoyed this update, smash that like button, subscribe for more Barca news and hit the notification bell so you never miss out. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about Lewandowski's future? And are you excited to see Vlahovic at Camp Nou? See you in the next video.